God bless everybody. Have you wondered how much faith you actually have? I know that it may seem like I'm trying to talk about God right now, and I am, sure. But in all reality, what is your level of faith? So I guess let's have a little questionnaire, right? When you sit down at a chair, do you inspect all the legs? Do you inspect the back of the chair? Do you kind of nudge it along first before you sit in it? Okay. Now let me ask you this next question. When you get in the car and you hit the start button or you turn the key, you expect it to just start and go, right? Okay. When you wake up in the morning, you expect the sun to be up, maybe cloudy, right? It may be raining, whatever. But you expect it to be daytime, right? Okay. One last question. When you go to sleep, you expect to wake up? Most people do, right? I think everybody does. When we go to sleep, we go in under the assumption that we're going to wake up. And what if I told you that all of that has to do with faith? There's no tangible proof that you can give me that will tell me and guarantee me that you will wake up when you go to sleep. A plethora of things can happen while you are resting, while you are sleeping. I have no control over whether the sun will or will not rise tomorrow, but we have faith that it will, because proof to the contrary is that it will rise again, right? When you sit at a chair, you have faith that the chair will hold you. You sit on it confidently because you have faith that you know that that chair will hold you because of the track record that it holds, right? You go to a restaurant, right? You're not going to go and inspect the chairs. You just sit down because you think it's going to hold you. You have faith that it will. You get into your car, you have faith that it'll start. You have faith that it'll get you going, that it'll get you where you need to go. You don't go around first asking whether or not it is safe to drive. You don't go, I know that it's part of the quote unquote procedure of how you drive a car, but do you constantly, all the time, check your mirrors, kick your tires, check your tire pressure? I know the truth is no. We just hop on and we go. We don't even give it a second thought because we have that much level of faith. We have so much faith on things because we know that they are supposed to work a certain way. We have used them enough. We trust that they will work a certain way. It's more than just trust. We expect them to, right? And when they don't, we throw a fit, right? So we are all capable of having faith. There's no doubt. There's no way that anybody can tell me that they are incapable of having faith, because we live off of faith. That is what we live on a daily basis. So what then? What happens when it comes to God? Do we put faith aside because is it because we don't know that he can or he will? Is it because we don't have enough experience with him that we can trust that he is reliable to his word, to his promises? Why is it that when it comes to God, we are so quick to shut off the faith? You have faith that there's air around you to breathe, and you can't see that, but you're going to tell me you can't trust the God that you can't see? Well, you trust the air around you, right? You don't know how the composition of the air can affect your lungs. You trust that you can continue on breathing with no problem. You don't know if there's extra carbon monoxide on it. You don't know that it might be poisoning you. You don't know. You really don't. You're just trusting out of sheer faith that everything's okay. So then tell me, how come we come up short when it comes to God? How come we're always second guessing God? How come He is rarely ever the first source, the first response, the first call that we make? When things go wrong, we don't instantly just say, hey God, real quick, look, things aren't going right, can you help me out? No, we usually try to manage it ourselves. We usually try to put our hands in the mix and try to figure out what's going on and try to fix the situation. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but the problem is that we rely too much on our ability to fix things sometimes, that we lose the fact that we can have faith that God will fix things for us. I get it, it's a bit of a balance, right? At what point is too much faith too much? At what point is taking too much control of your life too much control? This walk that we're in, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. We're not going to have all the answers right away, and the Bible is ambiguous about certain things because we are supposed to have a relationship with God. We're supposed to read the Bible, and as we go through our life, as we traverse our life, we're supposed to walk with God. We're supposed to talk to God. We're supposed to have God involved in the things that we deal with, however small or big. So question that. You have the faith that you have for air, do you have the same level of faith for God? The same level of faith that you put upon a chair, do you put that on God? I think it's a good thought to have, right? Because at the end of the day, if we're not examining ourselves, how can we actually be growing? If we don't question the level of faith, the level of grace, the level of patience that we currently have, if we are not constantly checking ourselves, believe me, life will check us for us. Life will put you in situations that you will have to check yourself, and sometimes you're not going to be happy with what comes out. I heard somebody say that if you squeeze orange, you get orange juice. If you squeeze a lemonade, you get if you squeeze a lemon, you get lemonade. So what happens when you squeeze a Christian? Well, unfortunately, it's not always Christianity. It's not always Christ, and I'm guilty of that as well. But like I said, it's not a sprint; it's a marathon, and we're walking with God. Just continuously check yourself, so that you won't have to stumble when the time comes. All right, everybody, God bless you. I pray this word has, maybe brought up a few things to think about, right? Remember to share and subscribe and like, because I'm having fun doing this. I think people are enjoying this content, and I pray God blesses you guys as He's blessed me with these thoughts. And so I'll just see you guys tomorrow with another one. God bless.